Hey guys, it's CypherXX on the Coach Universe, and I'm bringing you a quick garden video for those of you that are interested. Well, I'm going to first off just say that there's not a lot of new things going on here, although we are doing very well in growing plants that we don't want to grow. I mean, why even weed it? They're just going to grow back in a day. So I think what we're going to do is lay cardboard down to smother it, and then put some of that stuff right there. Cut holes in the ground and put the plants in. I tried a little experiment on this plant over here. It was mostly dead except for the bottom part here. So I chopped it all the way down to the parts where it's possible for it to grow back, and so far it seems like it hasn't. Right there, I don't know if you guys can see it, but right there, there's a little tiny little leaf. Right up here as well, there might be a whitefly, but I don't know. We have so many whiteflies around here. Strawberry runners are, well, they're running. Oh, that one over there, that one's actually rooting into the ground right there, and has decided to make flower buds. So that one's definitely gonna bring us some fruit. Well, maybe hopefully it'll bring us some fruit. And there's another runner in here somewhere. If I can find it, they're everywhere. There's one right there. There. Right there. The tiny runner right there. There's so many runners. Too many, actually. I would clip them off, but they're already starting to grow. Stuff like that. The reason why I clip them off is because I don't want the plant to die after putting too much effort into it. But now it would just be a total waste. I think this is a cyan pepper. It's a new growth. I also chopped this one down because I just don't like it being bushy. I want it to be down here. I saw a video and it was very informative. The reason why this one was doing so slow is because it is very premature. Although I've had this thing for about a year now, it's still it's just not good enough to make fruits. Put too much effort into it. I also clipped this one down. I finally got some new growth. I'm going to clip this one down soon. I clipped this one down and it actually has a lot of new growth. I don't know if I'm going to thin it out. I'm probably just going to leave it. Let it bush up. I should probably clip this part down right here, but I don't know. It's really humid today, in my opinion, because I don't handle the heat well, I guess. And I just broke that off on accident. Oh well, I guess. It's not much of a... Let's just say it's a very special pepper right now. Half of it is over ripened, and the other half is under ripened. Very bizarre. This one I still don't know what the name of. Has a whitefly like nest right there. I don't want to get that on my hands with the pepper in it. But these things are huge, and it's just exploding. I actually don't want to even touch that thing. It seems to be doing perfectly fine. I clipped this thing down because it was dying, and it's still dying. This one over here is doing pretty well. I actually thinned out most of the suckers except for this one right here. And that one right there. And that one right there. And that one right there. I guess I didn't do very well at all. Thin that one down. It looks a lot better than it used to. This one kind of looks a little bit better. This one over here is making it, I guess. That one, I'm just going to let that bush up. I'm not even going to really go too far into it. Actually, I don't know if I showed you this, but I planted the pepper over here about, not pepper, a tomato, maybe 2 weeks ago. And I don't know if it's built a good root system because it's still pretty small. So, it might be because it's not getting enough water, but it's been raining like almost every night so far. This week and last week. We got some new tomatoes. Those are clippings. And yeah, these are suckers. I clipped them off of this one over here, and that was probably a bad idea on my part because now it just looks like a very sad plant. Oh, down here has some new growth, and I think I'm gonna leave them alone. I think maybe that might be the problem. So I'm giving them a little bit too much attention. That, or I'm giving them too much less of attention. I learned about a trick. If you put a fruit or like an apple, pieces of apple or blueberry down in that hole, it kind of tricks the plant to send out a fruit. I don't know if it works or not, but I'll try it. These both are about a year old. I think all these are actually a year old. This one was about as big as this one, but a coconut from our last trimming fell right on top of it, and someone decided to dance on it. Wasn't very nice. So that was some new growth right there. These ones down here, I think these are habanero, and that's habanero. Yeah, this one's habanero. That one's habanero. And that's jalapeno, I think. That one right there. Jalapeno, habanero, habanero. I want to grow ghost peppers. Those are the hottest pepper in the world. I don't know how you can test that unless you taste every single one in one day. Although someone told me that it was so hot that I should never ever do it again. It was definitely not fun. This is the blueberry. And this one's actually doing really well compared to that. Yeah, this one was actually bigger, but it's not doing so well. I don't know why. They both have the same soil. I know blueberry is like more acidic soil, I think, but they both have the same soil, so I don't get it. Maybe because that one's underneath the coconut tree. I don't know. Blueberries are going in great. Look at these little tiny blueberries, although they're a little slow. The papaya is flowering like a crazy mess of flowers. Blueberries over here as well. This one vine comes all the way across. That was actually on the ground, I think, at one point. Well, actually, on the rock wall. Funny thing about blackberries is when they get to the ground, a lot of plants do this too. They kind of root up. I don't know if I showed you that last video. I think I might have. But just if you guys didn't know that, they kind of root up to be a secondary source. I would put these in the water, in the ground, just, not only do I not have a spot for them yet, it's just that they don't even have a root system yet, which is a little sad because they've been in there for months. And literally months. Well, that's just about it. Not too much to show you. I'd show you my seedlings. I planted, gosh, at least 10 seeds. Like 4 different tomatoes, 2 of each plant. And only one of them is determinate. And indeterminate and determinate are very different. Like, a quick example would be, if this was, actually this is kind of like a good example of a determinate. You can see how it's all bushing up. But determinate only give out a certain number of fruit the plant decides, and only lives as long as the plant decides to. After that, it just totally gives out, and then that's it. That's all she wrote. But an indeterminate like this will continue to grow forever and ever and ever, as long as you keep it healthy. Although, everything has to die at some point, but, well, I guess not everything, but yeah, indeterminate, they're better in my opinion because you can get more fruit in a ratio, or on average, I guess. I'm not doing too good today. But yeah, that's just about it. I just got attacked by a carpenter bee. And there's not much else to show you guys, so hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to check out my channel for the other videos. I have some game videos or update videos, so go check them out if you want to see that kind of stuff. Thank you for watching, and that's a plumeria flower.